How's everybody doing tonight? Or today? Or whenever you get this. Today, tonight, midday. Hey, watch it every day. But yeah, I just want to talk about Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz. King Kong. Yeah, man, it's going to be a good matchup, man. For real, man. This is going to be one of the most intriguing matchups that we're going to have this year, I think, man. Because Deontay Wilder, for the naysayers, hasn't been tested yet. And I think Luis Ortiz is a really, 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 really good fighter. I'm southpaw. Like I said, I got a couple amateur fights. Luis Ortiz is southpaw, and I know what kind of trouble a southpaw can give unorthodox fighter, man. You know, like Deontay Wilder, man. He depends on his right hand, and that's actually a southpaw's worst nightmare is the right hand. And like I said, man, it's gonna be an action-packed fight, I think, man. I honestly think this fight doesn't go the distance. And the reason why I want to talk about it today as opposed to closer to the fight is because Deontay Wilder and Luis Ortiz's manager got into it on a heated press conference call, I guess, something like that today, some type of call. But yeah, it was today, and Luis King Kong Ortiz's manager pretty much said Deontay Wilder isn't even the best opponent that Luis Ortiz faced yet. You know, and I'm like, wow, they're that confident, man. Wow, man. Luis Ortiz's team is that confident that Deontay Wilder isn't even the best fighter they've fought yet. Like, that's crazy. Like, he's a WBC champion, man. Why would you think something so crazy? I'm just thinking to myself, like, wow, these guys are really cocky, huh? They say Cuban guys got a lot of swag, you know what I'm saying? Like, a lot of sauce, you know what I mean? And they talk real greasy when they do get to talking about, you know, whatever have you, talking shit. They talk real greasy. So, I mean, hey, it is what it is, man. You know, me personally, I don't understand too much Spanish. Some, but not all. Deontay Wilder, I'm pretty sure, doesn't understand Spanish. So, I guess that's why, I don't know why Luis Ortiz wasn't on the press conference call. I think it was just his manager, but he was talking cold cash shit. And Deontay Wilder said, when I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. And he said, you know, I'm going to knock Luis Ortiz the fuck out. And they started cussing. They started going back and forth. His manager said, you're going to get knocked out. You know, you're hyped up. The hype train stops March 3rd. We're going to put an end to your career. Pretty much all types of shots been thrown, you know. And, I mean, for his manager to say that, you know, Deontay Wilder's not even the best opponent they've fought yet. I mean, I'm flabbergasted from this. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, Deontay Wilder's, you know, is pretty good, man. Like, he's a WBC champion. He's got like 6 defenses. And he knocked out the only guy he did knock out. He knocked him out for like the best knockout he's had. I mean, that's, you know, being Bermain Stavern, which was in 2015, in January 2015, which was the WBC champion before Deontay Wilder took his belt from him and never gave it back. But yeah, man, like I said, man, this fight's gonna be fireworks, dude. This fight is gonna be off the chain. Luis King Kong Ortiz is 28-0, 0 draws with 24 KOs. Some vicious KOs. I've seen some of his KOs, man. You know, I mean, you know, He's fighting. He fought Brian. These are some of the top contenders that Luis Ortiz has fought. He fought Brian Jennings. Brian Jennings' notable win would be one of his notable wins would be Mike Perez. He fought fought Mike Perez, won a split decision. Fought Ortiz'S, knocked him out in the 10th round. He was undefeated at the time. Mike Perez was undefeated at the time. Two undefeated, pretty good fighters. Mike Perez, since then, has moved down to cruiserweight. So those are his two notable wins. He fought Tony Thompson. Tony Thompson's one of Tony Thompson's notable wins is he beat David Price, knocked him out. But like I said, Tony Thompson's got 7 losses, 3 by KO. But like I said, Luis Ortiz knocked him out in the 6th round. Malik Scott even beat Tony Thompson. I mean, Malik Scott got destroyed by Deontay Wilder. So they got a common opponent with. No, they don't actually, but yeah. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, it's some pretty good matchups. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's some pretty good matchups. Tony Thompson actually beat Carlos Takam, the one Anthony Joshua just fought. I didn't know that. Wow. Nah, he lost to Takam. My bad. He lost to Takam. Wow, Takam. Oh, okay. And Tony Thompson's a pretty good puncher. But yeah, he beat Tony Thompson. Hold on. He beat Tony Thompson. Some of his notable wins. He beat Tony Thompson, Brian Jennings. He beat Latif Coyote. That was changed to a no contest because because Luis Ortiz popped dirty, I think, in that. But since then, Coyote's lost 2 fights, and he's gotten KO'd by Denis Lebedev, which is at cruiserweight. He got KO'd by a cruiserweight, but fought Luis Ortiz at heavyweight. A couple guys at but yeah, so then so then he was with HBO. So then he changed promoters after he fought Malik Scott. I'm pretty sure it was after Malik Scott he fought David, the White Rhino Allen. That was when I know for sure he was with when he fought David Allen. He was with Eddie Hearn, the infamous UK promoter Eddie Hearn. Then he fought Daniel Martz, which was 16-5. David Allen was 9-1. I mean, you're supposed to be superior level. You're fighting guys with 9 fights. And then after that, you're fighting a guy with. They said you're only as good as your last fight. He fought Luis Ortiz's last fight was 16-5. Deontay Wilder's last fight, since Luis Ortiz's manager wants to talk all this shit, was Bermain Stavern, which both losses came from Deontay Wilder. So he was undefeated before Deontay Wilder fought him. He only lost to Deontay Wilder. So, there it is, And then before that, Gerald Washington. And then before that, Chris Arreola, Arthur Spilka, John Duhaupas, Eric Molina, my bad, Bermain Stavern. And that's when he won the title. So he's been he's had 1, 2, 3. Hold on. This how many title defenses Deontay Wilder's had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This will be I knew I was right, and I just guessed it on that one with 6 title defenses. This Luis Ortiz, if he beats Luis Ortiz, that'll be his 7th title defense. And Deontay Wilder's on record saying that he's gonna beat Mayweather's 50-0 record. So hey, man, it's getting hot and spicy. I know for a fact that this on paper will be Deontay Wilder's toughest test. Because before Bermain Stavern, he fought Gerald Washington. Gerald Washington was a USC Trojan football player, tight end. So this will be. I don't care what Luis Ortiz's manager said. This will be both of their best fights between both of them. This will be both of their best fighters that they fought. You know, this will be Deontay Wilder be Luis Ortiz's best fighter. Luis Ortiz will be Deontay Wilder's best fighter that they fought, in my opinion. This is Core Elite Boxing, man. I'm heading out. Y'all have a good day, good night. Whenever you get this, man. Peace. Oh, like and subscribe. Peace.